I've never seen my sister look so beautiful and so happy.
Jamie Komoroski, alleged drunk driver who killed bride Samantha Hutchinson, is on suicide watch. Report: the alleged drunk driver who killed a newlywed bride and severely injured the groom in a grisly weekend crash is on suicide watch in jail, authorities in South Carolina said. Jamie Lee Komoroski, 25, was booked under suicide watch at Charleston County Jail on Saturday, after she told an officer at the hospital that she wanted to kill herself. According to a police affidavit, Komoroski was behind the wheel of a Toyota rental car on Friday night when she allegedly plowed into a golf cart carrying Samantha Hutchinson and her husband, Eric, away from their Folly Beach wedding reception. According to the affidavit, officers arrived shortly after 10:15 and found multiple victims strewn throughout the area. Samantha, 34, was found not breathing and with no pulse, and was declared dead at the scene. Eric and 2 other passengers were severely injured and remain in the hospital. Folly Beach police said Komoroski, who was not injured, was driving 65 miles per hour at the time of the crash, and that she smelled of alcohol, but refused a field sobriety test. According to the affidavit, she told first responders that she had had 1 beer and 1 tequila shot before the accident. When asked how she felt on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being completely sober, Komoroski allegedly rated herself an 8. Everything you need to know about Sam Hutchinson's tragic death. Who was Sam Hutchinson? The 34-year-old married her husband, Eric, on Friday in a heartwarming wedding that had a tragic ending. Hutchinson was reportedly killed by Jamie Lee Komoroski, an alleged drunk driver, while the bride and groom exited on a golf cart shortly after their wedding reception Friday night. Hutchinson was declared dead at the scene, while her husband is in the hospital with severe injuries. The bride's sister, Mandy Jenkins, recalled it as the best day of the newlywed's life. The groom's mom added, "Eric has lost the love of his life. What will happen to Jamie Lee Komoroski?" Komoroski, 25, allegedly plowed into the Hutchinsons' golf cart while driving around 65 miles per hour. According to Folly Beach police, the driver reportedly smelled of alcohol, but refused to take a sobriety test. She was charged with 3 felony DUIs, resulting in great bodily injury or death, and 1 count of reckless homicide. When asked how she felt on a scale of 1 to 10 with 10 being completely sober, Komoroski allegedly rated herself an 8, WCIV reported. Komoroski was booked under suicide watch after telling an officer she wanted to die, according to WCIV. The results of Komoroski's blood test are pending, but Charleston County records show that she was charged with 3 felony DUIs, resulting in great bodily injury or death, and 1 count of reckless homicide. She is being held without bail. Meanwhile, Samantha and Eric's families are struggling to grapple with their loss during what should have been the happiest period of the couple's life. "I was handed Eric's wedding ring in a plastic bag at the hospital 5 hours after Sam placed it on his finger, and they read each other their vows," the groom's mother wrote on the coffin started hours after the tragedy. Eric has lost the love of his life. Folly Beach bride killed when suspected intoxicated driver hits golf cart hours after wedding. A bride was killed and a groom left critically injured just hours after exchanging their vows on Folly Beach last Friday evening. The couple had just left their wedding reception when Folly Beach Public Safety Chief Andrew Gilreath said 25-year-old Jamie Komoroski slammed into the back of a golf cart they were riding in. Komoroski was traveling at about 65 miles per hour at the time, according to Chief Gilreath. The speed limit only 25 miles per hour. Charleston County Coroner Bobby Joe O'Neill identified the victim as 34-year-old Samantha Miller of Charlotte, North Carolina. Miller suffered blunt force trauma in the crash. 2 others, including Miller's new husband Eric Hutchinson and the couple's brother-in-law, suffered critical injuries and remain in the hospital. The couple's nephew was riding in the golf cart at the time as well. Hutchinson, according to the family, has already undergone multiple surgeries. He's expected to be okay, but has a long road to recovery. The other 2 passengers are also recovering. Miller's sister, Mandy Jenkins, said the new couple was on the way back to their Airbnb when they were fatally struck. Miller, still in her wedding dress. "I've never seen my sister look so beautiful and so happy," said Jenkins, fighting back tears. She said, "My sister, a daughter, a wife died in her wedding dress because someone made a terrible decision to get in the car. Family members were nearby when they heard the sirens." Jenkins said her mother knew right away. "It was so dark. But it was so light because of all of the police. I can't take it out of my brain. And my mom and I ran holding hands. No shoes, no bra, no nothing. Just screaming Sammy. Jenkins recalled. Responding officers described seeing a large crash scene with a golf cart on its side and several victims among the wreckage. At the center was Komoroski, who, according to affidavits, smelled of alcohol. Officers said that Komoroski was unsteady on her feet and had trouble standing. They asked her to rate her impairment on a scale of 1 to 10. To which she replied an 8. Officers then asked her to perform a field sobriety test, at which point she strongly refused, and became uncooperative. Documents revealed. Komoroski was taken into custody, and a warrant was obtained for a blood test. Those results have not yet been disclosed. She was taken to the Charleston County Detention Center, where she faces multiple charges including 3 counts of felony DUI, resulting in great bodily injury and/or death. Komoroski has a history of speeding-related charges, according to court records.